Hi, welcome to our video presentation about company practice in relation and recruitment and selection. So for this task, we choose the Nestle Malaysian company to study the talent recruitment and selection practice by the Nestle Malaysian company. So before we proceed further, let me introduce our team members. The first is, my name is Jonius bin Atang. Nur Ifah Izzati binti Muhammad Razi, Nur Husna Syahira binti Muhammad Nizam, Muhammad Rahizam bin Rahim Pudin, and the last is Nik Abdul Rahman Akif bin Ramli. Now, before we proceed to identify the talent and recruitment practiced by the Nestle Malaysian company, let me talk a little bit more about the history or background of Nestle in Malaysia. Nestle in Malaysia was established in Penang by Henry Nestle, and the first factory is Angola, Swiss condensed milk in 1912. So this company produced the product called by the food and beverage, and in 1939 this company was moved to Kuala Lumpur, and now with more than 5,000 people employees and 500 halal product. So this company is involved of any activity related to health, and they use the slogan that's good food, good life to attract more people, not only in Malaysia but the entire world. So now when we are talking about the successfulness for Nestle Malaysia, we don't forget that every company has a big challenge before they are success. So this part we talk about the challenging in staffing of the Nestle Malaysian company. So the challenging of the Nestle company in Malaysia is staffing in terms of technology, skill, cost of living, and how they find more talent that is interest to be part of the Nestle Malaysian.
Next, we are going to discuss on the talent recruitment and selection practices under staffing models, frameworks, and theories. We are going to discuss on the compensation. Nestle respects all of its workers fairly and even with respect. As per Nestle, pleasant work conditions and relations with employee guarantee long-term corporate performance. Through the Nestle Employee Relations Policy, the company offers a framework for interactions with workers and management and trade unions. In order to support the cause and guarantee a great and productive working environment, Nestle developed a collective bargaining and freedom of association Nestle culture for the payment of manufacturing employees' wages and compensation. The collective agreements with the relevant unions provide the schedule of salary and wages for non-management personnel. Next is staffing. The staffing at Nestle utilizes a number of available channels along with its website and offline application. They started hiring, developing talent and acquisition as one of their staffing methods. In Malaysia, all manufacturing locations employ locals to work there. Nestle has indeed created a program for internship, a management training program for recent graduates, professional hiring, and gender balanced hiring. Last but not least, we are going to discuss on the benefits. Nestle Comprehensive Reward Program provided a wide range of advantages. The goal of the policy is to keep the current workforce engaged and to entice new personnel. In addition to the prizes mentioned above, Nestle also offers enticing advantages based on employee success, such as bonuses, incentives, and awards. The organization created these advantages to increase people's trust and instill a positive value for the company for others to perceive. In addition to being appealing to new hiring and maintaining engagement of present employees. Next, we are going to discuss on Nestle Human Resource Planning. One of the most crucial stages of telemanagement is looking to recruit the right people for the right job at hand to assure person job fit and person organization fit in order to minimize agency problems within an organization. The conception of the position description is critical at Nestle for the organization's long-term success, which is completely reliant on the company's ability to recruit, retain, and develop employees to allow ongoing and sustainable growth by ensuring person job fit. When it comes to hiring a suitable employee, three categories are evident, and roles and responsibilities for these three main categories extensively distinguished depending on the level of skills and experience in an applicant. Last but not least, I am going to talk on the job analysis. For job analysis, it is vital in establishing job descriptions and job specifications. It is extremely crucial to conduct the analysis efficiently in order to ensure that specific and necessary job information would be included in the job requirements. The job analysis supports the Human Resource Department in defining the duties and requirements of a job, but also the standards that must be met by the ideal candidate. At Nestle, career evaluation is done through a number of meetings between both the human capital executive and the human resources head of each department. The interview has been conducted in the supervisor interview format, in which the management of the company has always been inquired about what the job entails and what the candidate should expect. This procedure assists in bringing to light the specific job requirements under deliberation.
For the recruitment and method strategy, employers are critical success factor at Nestle company. They from Nestle Malaysian family, therefore their recruitment must be true but fair to create a competent and reasonable family. These are several stages recruitment by Nestle Malaysian company. For the recruitment, we got a few stages. Firstly, online application. A job seekers must complete the online registration form. The form contains several questions on background, education, and reason for the application of the job. After done online application, we got the next stage. We call it assessment online aptitude. Some tests gauge an applicant regarding the practical situation at Nestle Malaysia after employment. The firm term it as situation judgment test. The required provide commercial scenario to the job applicant and seek their response to such situation. Then the application ability regarding answer issue. The company further provide the numerical test to the application to assess their mathematical skills. Since Nestle Malaysia is commercial center that must build their with number. After done online test, go to third stage. We call it first round interview. A successful job applicant face the telephone interview through innovation by the required. The phone interview mainly tests on the recognition of the Nestle Malaysia value. The general skill and the motivating factor are also examined in this type of interview. The questions are competent based on since the last test. The test on the skill, determine and the motivation of job applicant. In further, force the interview to remain on their past role in the commercial center due to the technical question issue about the business environment as the entire consumer good industry. After done first online interview, then go to the next stage. We call it Nestle Malaysia Assessment Center. The applicant undergoes a rigorous process that involves interaction with the Human Resource Department, mainly the recruitment section. The tests include writing, a group exercise, in a group exercise. An applicant must communicate with the recruitment team. In tests, the communication precious and team leadership, since Nestle Malaysia is a family that values teamwork and full involvement in its objective. The recruiter carefully observe the job applicant, determine his or her ability to perform tasks written to him or her after passing the process requirement. After candidate pass successful all stage, then the candidate will go the final interview. An employment undertake the final stage. He or she must undergo pre-employment testing with the manager and the director from the respective department relevant to job seeker skill. The senior manager or the director allowed to several questions for the job seeker for autonomy confidence. It is the last stage of the recruitment process. An applicant must therefore apply calmness and show high-level confidence and expertise to secure the job. Anxiety thought-provoke question to earn an advantage to the job seeker. Many people apply for job in Nestle Malaysia. The final interview is determined of the successful attainment of the slot in Nestle company by an applicant. During the decision making, we got two types of recommendation, pro and contra. For the pros, strongly financial base due to its stability in the Malaysian market lead to the achievement of its goal. Since the company mainly focus on human resource, is involved in this department, it is one of its strengths. For the cons, the resistance to change among the older employers lead to the laxity in the introduction of technological innovation such as knowledge management system and human resource information system. For the recommendation, the management should form a board that deal with conflict in management and intensify it through proper funding. The role of such a committee will be identify the problem that arises due to the transition in the organization factor. The committee will further define the issue of contract and employers' opinion on the management procedure in the market. The company can also motivate members to accept change for their better working relationship in the aspect of technology. The firm should connect with other technological service firms in Malaysia to aid the company gain access to the cost-effective technical system, such as approach will reduce the funds spent on technological change. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Rahizam. Suggestion for improving talent recruitment and selection practice. Nestle has emphasized that their goal is to create and maintain a long-term association with employees based on its professional development standards. These three models include high performance, high commitments, and high involvement. Nestle focus on improving working conditions for employees worldwide with the goal increasing their certifications and commitment level. Staffing floor, manhood, and strategy. Nestle Malaysia perform its recruitment in any channel to promote transparency and appreciate technology in the current market. The company performs its hiring on its website through posting of the available job and offline crew interview. In the process of their recruitment, the company do on the local talent job seeker who have the ideology of the local market. The process is a perfect way since ensure gender equality. At least one woman must be at a vital position in the company. The company also upholds the government directive, the aim in providing more women in the corporate workforce. Employee rotation is critical to company since it leads to the loss of expertise and skill of employees. The human resource management strategy of the Nestle relies on the attraction and retention of highly skilled employees is inevitable for long-term competitive advantage of the firm. The Nestle executed its human resource management strategy through line manager. Additionally, an important suggestion pertains to the increasing encouragement for employee creativity within Nestle. The employee creativity is increasingly important for contemporary human resource, but it can also increase their commitment and level of their effort for realization of organization's goal.
Nestle has cooperated for over 150 years. They have been applying our advertise in nutrition, health and wellness to help people, family and pet live happier. The way and the things they need to improvise is also their need to make the company more successful and get more profit. Not only about the profit, but they will always take a good care of the quality that they will give. To have a good quality and productivity, they must start from the management. They need to be more professional in handling that's why they constantly explore and aim to push the boundaries of what is possible with foods, beverage and nutritional health solution. They unlock the power of food to enhance quality of life for everyone today and for generation to come, and also to protect and enhance our natural resources. This puts a lot of pressure on human resources. From recruitment to acceptance, the hiring process has many moving elements and just as many opportunity of failure. The only things your company needs is a new approach and the following hiring hack. First suggestions is diversify and redefine your job requirements. Company increasingly appreciating the importance of a diverse workforce and the many benefit it bring to the business and to the company. Nestle always open a job vacancy and is always looking for a new candidates. The managers must look at how to define the diversity. There are visible forms of diversity such as gender, race, age, and ethnicity. Whenever any companies want to hire or look for new candidates, they must be more careful during advertising the job vacancy to get quality candidates. Secondly, take a new approach to finding talent. Need to advertise all the news and all the job vacancies through all platforms and have to make sure that the advertisement is interesting, just to attract newcomer to feel interesting and would like to apply. We know that the fight for the best talent is quite tough and quite competitive because when we are looking for the best and talented candidates, they are usually well positioned in their current companies and have no desire to leave. And it's very hard to drag them to the company if their offer is less than they got from their current company. Lastly, use tools to eliminate bias and increase efficiency. Artificial intelligence is capable of producing a very good or bad result. People seem to be increasingly focused on the downside, especially when it's come to potential bias in AI. Unconscious human bias make hiring unfair. A common way to screen applicants before an interview is through a recruiter reviewing resume, and by sorting all the candidates wisely. Need to take the candidates who have the suitable qualification. The conclusion is taking and hiring the right person is quite hard and tough. It's not easy to have a good employees willing to work for the company. 1 in a million. If we have a very good employees who can make more quality in the company, and the whole process is time consuming, expensive, and prone to failure.